Chapter 3, In the Golden Kingdom. Brother, El didn't question you when father made you king, even though you and your friend were the last who visited him. No one was there to confirm that he made you king. I didn't detest you, instead, I stood by your side even though you are the son of his second wife. People say that the king killed the queen, my mother, to give his second wife the title. You were entitled as the king, although you are the weakest amongst us. The unknown illness that you suffered from has made you look like a teenage boy although you are 20 years old. Ronald de Valgrand, first prince of the Golden Kingdom, said to his brother. Then he continued. The fact you know that Dragoneer Lionheart, and he also seems to know you well. That day our brother was almost killed because of that man. You decided not to counterattack him and ran like a coward, showing no attribute of a king. That action of yours made me think that our father might be wrong, leaving you as our ruler. You have not even visited our brother since then. Don't you think of us as your own? Miriam turned around and said calmly, I know how you feel, but brother, there is a lot on my mind. I remember when father and I went for a yearly visit to Dragon Clan. I was in the chariot behind him. Suddenly, there was a commotion and I heard the soldiers shouting, Lion, lion, and when I looked outside, the lion was running towards the cart. Instantly, a man came from somewhere and grabbed that creature from its neck, squeezed and punched through his rib cage, and ripped his heart out. Lionheart was the word that came out of my mouth. These were not words of appreciation, but I was stunned and scared by what I witnessed. Knowing what that man is capable of. If I hadn't stopped you that day, we all would have been dead. Remember, brother, whom we go up against, the Dragon Clan, who was supposed to be our security. I heard that you developed your own style of fighting when you were on your journey. Miriam questioned Ronald. It was a tradition that every prince has to travel around the world so he could get a better understanding of their own survival skills and instinctive abilities. But now it's a mere formality that needs to be fulfilled. He didn't expect Miriam to notice his fighting style. As expected of you, brother, no wonder father chose you even though you didn't make your journey. Ronald taunted. I won't survive a single day, and we all know that, but the question is how well your style is against the Dragoneers. I believe with enough manpower we can beat them, Ronald said. He is a well-experienced fighter. He could predict the fight beforehand by just assessing the fighters. That keen eye and sharp mind of his made him the general of their army. How many men are we talking about here? Miriam asked. Around 5,000, but 7,000 to be sure. What are you thinking, brother? Ronald asked curiously. Despite the fact that the Golden Kingdom is the largest kingdom, but it has the smallest army. Do we stand a chance with 3,000 men? Miriam asked. We have 5,000 men who patrol streets, and most of them are elderly. It would be a miracle if we are able to get 1,000 out of them, and our main force is only 2,000 men. On top of that, they don't know my style, so if you are thinking to attack Dragoneer, it would be a suicide. Nobody tried to attack our kingdom because of Dragon Clan, and we were ignorant enough that we didn't build a strong army. But they are not on our side anymore, hence we are in a need of protection. Don't think the Dragoneers will attack us, but that also doesn't mean that they will stand beside us. That is problem number one. What's the other one? Ronald asked. Redstone, brother, we lost Redstone, Miriam answered. The world knows that the Golden Kingdom has the Redstone, but the royal family knows the truth, that Dragon Clan actually possesses it. The stone is a mystery in itself, not anyone can use it but only those who are chosen by it. In the early years, Golden Kingdom used to send its most talented and powerful men to the Dragon Clan for their ceremony where the stone chose its owner. As the stone represents power, so all the men fought for its acceptance, although it was the Dragon Clan who always won. Over the years things have changed, and the royal family only went to attend the ceremony instead of taking part in it. It was the ceremony where Miriam first met Lionheart. In the early days, Dragon Clans lack numbers. They are less than 1,000 warrior men, women, and children of all four clans combined, but they have the red stone. If word of that gets out, they could be hunted down, as it is easier to distinguish them because they shave their heads, men or women alike. During that time Golden Kingdom conquered other surrounding kingdoms. As they grew larger, so as the concern for their protection. Dragon clans made an alliance with the kingdom that they will provide them protection in case of intrusion. But in exchange, the kingdom will help them hide the fact that they have the red stone. The king came up with an ingenious idea and announced that they have found the red stone. This news made the Golden Kingdom the greatest of all in the world. Ronald gets back to his brother Charles and sat beside him, totally lost in his thoughts. Charles's face was swelled and he was unable to speak. He strokes his brother's hand with his fingers and tried asking what happened. Our younger brother has grown more than we think. Our minds don't work alike. Today he suggested something outrageously unacceptable. He wants to join hands with the White Kingdom and further negotiate with the Emerald Kingdom. With the support of these two nations, Leones has to shake hands as well. He said that I will be looking after our kingdom. After a brief silence, Ronald continued. I disagreed with him, but he shut me down. I am not against the idea of doing all this, but the way he wants to do it. In his plan they will be our equal, and those Dragoneers will get away with all that they have done to us. They betrayed us, and this way they will get away with everything easily. I want to enslave them and make them pay for their betrayal. I don't care even if they have the stone. Prince Ronald is very arrogant, which made him look down upon every other nation, thinking of them as small and fragile. However, he has no other choice but to follow his brother's command. He told Charles that he has his pawn in the White Kingdom that no one knows about. Princess Delilah de Von Silver is in love with him, and she could be of great use in his strategies and help him get what he wants. Delilah de Von Silver is the daughter of late King Solayman de Von Silver. Most of the kingdom was against the idea of Princess Delilah marrying Prince Ronald, but few of them thought it as a blessing. If their princess marries in the Golden Kingdom, she could become their representative and have all the odds on their side. Delilah also thought that it will favorable for both kingdoms. The whole Silver family has the power of healing, some have it more than others, but the power of healing has never manifested in Delilah, although she is the daughter of the White King. Once an oracle foretold that she has the greatest gift, even far greater than her father. Although she didn't show any signs of it, she was able to heal herself and was capable of healing minor cuts and injuries. She was 10 years old when the king of the Golden Kingdom came to visit her father. He begged him to come heal his wife, Queen Freya de Valgrand, also known as the Golden Queen. White King realized her condition is dire and he has to go. But he was hesitant to make this long journey as his wife was expecting a baby. Even the fastest horse supported by magic stone could take 5 days. He doesn't want to make an enemy out of the largest kingdom, so he agreed. After 2 days, his wife went into labor, but her condition was getting worse and worse. His brother Nilor tried to keep her alive, but he was not powerful enough. They released all the messenger birds in a hope that one of them could get to the White King. As soon as he received the message, he turned back. He covered 3 days of the journey in 1 day, but it was too late. Sadly, the one who could heal the whole kingdom was unable to save his own wife and child. He used his full power to revive her but failed. Delilah was devastated by the news and she lost her consciousness as she had a powerful magical surge. That also made other people present in the palace unconscious. After 2 days, when she woke up, her father realized that she harbors great strength, that she can't control it. So he asked the oracle to teach her how to control her powers. Because she used to have accurate dreams about the future, he thought that her power might be similar to an oracle's, that is to foresee the future. Oracle tried to teach her several ways to control her power, but she can't even do a thing. So, instead, the oracle tried teaching her magic. She taught her 2 spells, Charm and Release. Charm is an easy spell even a naive can do, but it only works if the user's magical power is greater than the one it used. The user has to give a gift to the receiver that will act as a medium for the spell. The second one is the opposite of charm, it is simply a release spell. In Delilah's case, she was able to charm any living being, human or animal. But when she uses charm, everyone around her gets under the spell, with or without a medium. On the other hand, she could not perform the release spell well. It took her several attempts to accomplish it. Due to her strength, the spell she cast was difficult to reverse. It requires 4 or 5 mages to break her spell on one person. The person who's charmed lives only for his or her lover. Because of her spell, many of them have died as they didn't get to see her once. Afriya, the one who's so beautiful that you fall in love instantly, was the name given to her by the people. Back in the Golden Kingdom, the queen has died. This made the king furious, so he went to the White King and demanded his daughter's hand in return for his wife's death. As per the Silver family, they don't marry outside the kingdom because that will prove as a disadvantage. The healing ability is specialized to them only, and they don't want others to get their hands on it. This will put them on leverage with their enemies. Disagreeing with the king's offer could lead to war. The White King agreed to the offer and asked to wait till his daughter comes to age, and the Golden Kingdom king agreed. This helped King Solayman buy some time from him to devise a strategy. Delilah was ecstatic by the thought of becoming the queen of the Grand Kingdom, as she has always been fascinated by Queen Freya, who's known for her beauty. She was enthralled to have that title. Soon she started writing letters to her prince and fell in love with him. Finally, the day has come when she will be seeing her Prince Charming. But the tables were turned when the Dragon clan renounced themselves as protectors and took control of the White Kingdom, and suddenly, the princes found themselves on the tip of the daggers. At that moment, she lost her kingdom, her prince, and the dream of becoming a queen. All because of one man. Lionheart. Thank you for reading, and stay tuned for the next chapter coming next weekend.